Looking exquisite and sporty for a Friday. You're welcome. How are you?
I'm good.
I missed you on set.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I know you were watching me on the background, assessing me.
Should have been here. Do you see it?
Yeah. Right, our boy. Don't worry.
How are you?
I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page. I didn't see this coming. Yesterday I gave you a tip that I heard it was a Queen Mother. You remember?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but finally she's out. In the entertainment world, the creative arts industry.
I think what you didn't tell us was that there was a queen in the thing. Only.
Is there? No, but she's not a Queen Mother.
No, she's a pizza queen. So it's a queen there. So I think that's maybe.
Oh, you're smart.
Yeah, you just didn't know that.
Maybe the filler. The person who
yeah,
the filler.
I didn't hear well.
So reject NDC, MPP. PPP running mate tells voters. And we know Bridget Jogbanuku is the running mate for the 2016 general. Well, that's if the Electoral Commission brings out. But until then, she is running as the vice presidential nominee for Papa Kwesi Ndom, Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndom. She's on the front page of the paper right there. Conversion of polytechnics to technical varsities given legal backing. President has no power to pardon Montier Trail. That's according to one Kumado. Parliament approves loan for Obechebi Lamte interchange. These are the front page headlines. Back page of the Daily Graphic. Group demonstrates against poor roads in Agona Swedro. And very soon, some of us in the Greater Accra region should also be demonstrating very terrible roads in some parts of the capital. Roland, that's it for the graphic.
Okay, so let's do the Daily Dispatch newspaper. It says e-transmission of election result, easy to meet political parties, and then we have other stories in there as well. Bridget is Ndom's running mate. Bridget Jogbanuku, a former beauty queen, but I've also encountered her on many issues of business, etc. over the years. Yeah,
I have as well.
She's a very beautiful lady, nicely intelligent woman with a very good heart.
There's a brochure when you grab the Daily Graphic. As I opened the center spread, it fell off. This one is on the National Development Plan, the 40-year plan. Some facts and information on it. So pay attention when you grab the Daily Graphic newspaper today, Roland.
So we have the front page of the Ghanaian Times featured here. Prominently is government VRA clash over privatization of T3 plants. Nungwa Chiefs call for ceasefire on Muntietro, and Second Lady launches home fire safety campaign. We also have MPP ECC transmission plan departs from original agreement, and those are the stories we have front page of the Ghanaian Times, Mamabi.
The Weekend Finder, spousal killings, signs you must not ignore. There's a counselor at Dofoli on the front page of the paper. He's given some tips inside that you can read. Mother abandons child in forests. Is this the same story that Nanaya Brefo was briefing me this morning, Roland, about a mother who decided to abandon her baby because she said the baby wasn't beautiful, really the baby was ugly, so she decided to leave the baby in the forest. Let me go to page 9 or 6. Okay, and let me see where the story is. That's on page 9 inside the Finder newspaper. We should grab the mother and give her some lashes. Where are you? Oh, the story is not there. It says mother abandons child in forest. Story on page 9. And this is page 9. DVLA launches mobile delivery Capital Bank. Roland, I can't find the story. I can't think far for the paper. Massa.
Can't think madness.
Okay, I'll keep looking for it though. I'm interested. So go ahead, you can do another.
Okay, front page of the Daily Grind. It's as if Kobna Chinchin Boate is the one reading this headline. Says Ndom picks Miss Ghana as vice presidential candidate. We also have MPs reject Mahama minister over CJ insult. And then we also have Second Lady launches fire safety campaign. Let me see whether I can get something from News One center spread. Okay, so we have, it says Gamashi Homo concert, Tiny Adam Waisa, Luda Storm Bukom, and Morris Ampao on Know Your Right tour. And those are prominently the stories you can get from, as well as the center spread of the Daily Guide.
Okay, I'm kind of disappointed. You know how I love the Finder.
Yeah.
The story says go to page 9, but apparently
they did a Ghanaian
it's
Times
on
for
page 2. So it says that the police at Edum Bamso in the Mpoho district of the Western region have rescued a 1.5-year-old baby boy who was abandoned by the mother in the forest. Chief Inspector Edward Addo of the Edum Bamso police, who confirmed this, said it was a farmer, George was it a farmer who discovered the child in the forest on July 30, 2016. He explained that the farmer who works with Ben's oil palm plantation told the police that the child was naked with a piece of cloth beside him under a palm tree. Horrified by the scene, the farmer quickly rushed home to inform the community elders, who also informed the police. The farmer then led the police to the forest at K4, an adjoining village where the child was rescued. The mother, and I'm fast forwarding this, the mother, Jesiwa, 26, the native of Abura Dunkwa in the central region, told the police that the child is not handsome and she's also no longer interested in the marriage with the child's father, prompting her action. Further interrogation of the mother revealed that she abandoned the child on Tuesday, July 26, 2016. She has since been charged with exposing a child to harm and has been remanded into police custody. Ebeyo, child is not handsome. Hey! And story put together by my former colleague and friend in Shiraba, Parkwesi Simpson in Takoradi. But this is a very interesting story. I think the mother should not be imprisoned. That's just my opinion. The child should be given to somebody who would love him. Let the mother be. Let her live her life. That's what she doesn't want the child. Let somebody else who loves the child take control, but don't put her in jail. It's just a waste of state resources. Roll on, move on.
We have front page of the Business and Financial Times. Featured, EPA is win-win for all. We're talking about the Economic Partnership Agreement. We know that we've had some initial signing, and this one is linked to the EU ambassador to Ghana. Bill to guard public purse passed and government abandons Eurobond sale. At least I can add for now, though. Back page, EcoBank deepens leadership role with new campaign, and Beige Academy unveils the discovery. We have agribusiness vital for economic development. A story also linked to the Guinness Ghana Brewers Limited. They urge investors and technical experts to look to the agricultural sector for greater return on investments in Ghana. I do agree too. But you have the weekend numbers as well. Great.
I've got the Ghanaian Observer newspaper. Investors reject Ghana Eurobond amid concerns over economy. We won't allow elections to be rigged. That's the NPP kind of screaming into the ears of everybody. Minority raises alarm over $647 million power deal. Amadou Sorogo accused of defacing Boniface's posters at Medina. The elections are on. These kinds of allegations, you hear a lot more of them in the coming days. That's it for the Ghanaian Observer newspaper. Roland.
Well, the paper we're looking at, the last but one, the Daily Statesman. We won't allow this election to be rigged, MPP declares, and they convene a press conference on that very subject. And then we have Ghana fails to raise $1 billion from bond markets as huge debt frightens investors. Ghanaians shortchange over corrupt $1 billion police. PPP vice presidential candidates. Ghanaians are desperate for change in government and extension of re-registration of deleted NHIS registrants commendable. Those are the stories we have. Front page of the Daily Statesman newspaper.
All right, this is another angle to the story that was in the Weekend Finder. It's in the General Telegraph. Toddler abandoned in forest for 4 days. He eats soil to survive. Lordina Mahama warns against electoral violence. Dr. Indum names Jogbenuku as running mate. Minister occupy Ghana in fierce tango over Muncie 3 petition, and VRA workers, Ministry of Power on collision course. These are the headlines, front page headlines in the General Telegraph.
So ultimately, those are the stories we have from the hard newspapers, Now we have soft copies around. So we have to go soft. And we're going to the online portals, Mama. We start with Major Online.
Egypt kills head of Islamic State, Sinai branch. Moving on. Second window for re-registration begins today. If your name was deleted, you registered with an NHIS card and your name was deleted, you didn't get the opportunity to, please register. That re-registration is beginning today. Don't come back and say I didn't register another day. IS is weakening, but still a threat. That's US President saying that. Bill to regulate Ghana's oil sector passed into law. How many of those haven't we passed in the past couple of days? And some transfer news. Of course, Akwesi Danko will be here to give us the filler. Parliament suspends approval of Oti Bless. It's more like hooray for a lot of people, celebrating, jubilating. But why would you want to mess your opportunities like that? Because to be a deputy minister, that's a step ahead.
Was he nominated before he went to say things?
No, he said it before. Yeah, but that's why they say watch what you do,
sometimes
watch what you say.
People need to be disciplined when they have to.
Would have been a very big opportunity.
But he's a member of parliament and going on a radio station and saying some of the things that he said were very much unfortunate, very terrible things.
To be at the local government ministry would have been a big plus.
He kept saying in the audio that the Chief Justice had elected people or something to the Supreme Court, her own people. But in the first place, the Chief Justice doesn't nominate the president.
Why am I thinking that beyond Parliament not approving him for this, the Judicial Council should call him to approve?
The Judicial Council will do that, and then the President will approve.
Somebody should call him before a council for him to prove, and
sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes I think that we need to also educate ourselves, because we seem to be political leaders who are leading people, and sometimes I guess for the sake of partisanship we say all the things that we say, and again we have to say, for example, in the United States electioneering that is ongoing, where they have the conventions or prior to the convention, we've had known Republicans who are endorsing candidates of the Democrats.
Yeah.
Okay, and I shudder to think that it can happen in Ghana. It can't happen. It can't happen even in Nigeria or let's say a non-African country, so to speak. But that's the saddest part of the whole thing. It's because there are people who are a lot more tolerant than they are, because they choose based on issues and the personalities there are, the principles for which they stand for, etc. And based on your own principles and the way you act in themselves, will already strike you off anybody's wish list of becoming a leader. And those are the things that I believe our electorate also need to take cognizance of when we are choosing people to lead to them.
Yeah. And I think, guys like you, myself, a lot of us also have a responsibility, because if you come on my show and you come and say things that you can't prove, I should shut you up and move on the conversation.
The good thing is, throughout, I'm sure both of us throughout our careers, we won't allow that, and I'm sure majority of our colleagues too. But we still have some of our colleagues.
But just be on guard. Sometimes, because we also don't read much, when somebody is saying something, we don't even know if it's true or not.
No, but if I don't know, you don't say.
Well,
because I think I've read a lot more enough to know that at least I keep my tap on many of the issues that are topical, and because many of the things have got historical antecedents. And so if you think the thing is topical or current now, you need to read the history behind.
I get you.
And many of us, we don't tend to do that. So
we've got a lot more stories when you log on to myjoyonline.com. Any other website to check out? But let me read some messages. I've got a message here that says that we don't read WhatsApp messages in relation to the AM news. Well, we do. The fact is, we get lots of the messages. Not that we're saying don't send them. Please do. When we have time, we read as many of the messages as possible. But thank you very much for the feedback that you're giving us. Somebody loving what he's seeing on the show this morning, and says the Muntie 3 have started learning lessons for spending just 1 week or so in prison.
Did he go to spend some time with them in the prison?
Because first they told the petitioners not to bother the presidents, that they are feeling good in the prison, and now they've also signed the petition, meaning if they spend 4 months, they will become preachers of peace. Greetings from Honorable Muhammad Salisu Bamba, MP for Jira Setre Dumase. He has organized a vocational classes for SHS students. first, second, and third year students for free. He's been doing it every year. There will be exams and students will pass the exams.
It says the MP for
Ejura Setre Dumase.
Ejura Setre Dumase.
Yeah,
okay.
Honorable Mohammed Salisu Bamba.
I see.
Okay, you call him the real developer. It's from Shamsuddin in Ejura.
Shamsuddin.
Apologies for yesterday.
And Shamsuddin is a regular texter, is
yes, he is. And yesterday I didn't read the message that he sends, but you know, I like our viewers because when you don't do it, they tell you in the face. They give you their peace of mind.
Right.
And I like that a lot.
But that's essentially why we have this very platform, to get it interactive.
It's true. Michael simply says he's enjoying the show. We thank God for that and keep watching. Special greetings to all AM show crew, especially to me and you, Roland. And it's from Abdullah Abdulrazak and Tamale. Thanks a lot for that. I think I saw a message that said that you're jealous of my boy. I'm looking for it. I'll bring it here.
I am.
I'll bring it here. Okay, let's do for City FM Online. So plans to CT3 plans to Ameri will compromise VRA. That's according to ASAP. Parties spend 800,000 a month
in election years.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
I guess the parties are rich.
NPP noise on e-transmission of results appalling. The PNC is coming into this matter. We'll resist any attempt by NDC, EC to rig polls. That's the NPP talking right there. This one says, welcome back to your natural hair. Diku.
Was that not what you had on yesterday?
Katakrachi. Yes, that's...
Since Monday.
I've had this all. But you know, you can put the activator in it and the curls will come. Because Roland likes to see it that way sometimes. So I like to please him sometimes, you know. He's the man of the house, so I give it to you.
I see.
Okay, that's a fake laughter.
I was surprised you said that because you disrespect me a lot.
Oh. I can't sing far with this. A few of your messages and then Benedict will come on. Somebody saying good morning. But please send us your name when you include your name when you send us the message. We would like to know who is talking to us. Here's Shadow in Daboase. Okay, talking about the boy and the fact that Roland is jealous. Thanks, Shadow. He will not admit it. Please, may I know the whereabouts of Gary Smith, one of your sports presenters? We'll ask Benedict. I haven't seen him in a while as well. Maybe he's on leave. He's taking a little break, or maybe he's on assignments.
He's traveled.
Yeah. This one says, I'm sometimes amazed at the behavior of us Ghanaians. How can you be selling meat in an unsanitary condition and call upon the government to come and help? Are we serious at all? No wonder they take us for granted when they get power. Ato Kwamina in secondary sending that.
Do you know how the meats that you eat, how the animals are slaughtered? You should know. Mm-hmm. Or the condition in which they sold it.
Kweku, bonus from KG. We got your message. Thanks a lot. We've got lots of messages. We'll come back and spend time on that and share a lot with you. We'll make way for sport now, which is coming up. It's 54 minutes after 6. You're here on the AM show. Do stay.